Once you've got your student results in, your first stop is usually the key concepts analysis. Let's take a look at this one from an ICT Level 4 baseline. Now looking at this, we can see immediately that whilst this particular group of students has done okay on the practicalities, desktop publishing, graphics and so forth, the higher order skills are escaping them. Evaluation 27%, research feedback 32%, scoping a problem 27%. So immediately the teacher can see where he needs to be actually putting his energy in order to bring these students fully up to, in this case, level 4. These analysis categories are achieved by tagging the questions, then aggregating data according to tags. The problem is that many quizzes remain untagged or inappropriately tagged for analysis. I'm going to show you now how easy it is to tag a quiz using a quiz that's currently untagged. And the one I've chosen is this Glacial EDX, which I presume stands for Edexcel. It's a fairly straightforward quiz. Let's take a look at it. Click the edit button. And here's the quiz. It's been taken already by some 272 attempts by 154 students, so we've got a fair bit of data. That's quite handy. And it's an interesting looking quiz. I've had a look through this quiz already, and I see just two categories of learning that really should be highlighted to a teacher. 3 to 6 is more typical actually, but this makes a nice straightforward example. Those two categories are glacial feature identification and the process of glaciation. So I'm going to add just those two tags. Here's my first tag, glacial feature identification. Note that I'm not shy about using a 3-word tag. Tags are used all the way through Yacapaca and not always in context. They're far more useful when they're unambiguous. Now I'm simply going to go through looking at the questions in turn and checking those that relate to feature identification. So, drag this term to the correct place on the picture, clearly identification. This one, how this hanging value was made, not identification. This feature, so that's to do with the feature. Name this landform. Name this feature, fairly obviously feature identification. Ditto here. Name this landform. Which of the following are glacial features found in? So again, features. And then which of the following are necessary for freeze thaw to occur? No, that's not identification. That is this. In fact, the author's moved on to something else here. The correct name for that glacial feature. Correct name, back to feature identification. That one features as well, and I'm done. Having checked those boxes and entered the name of the tag, I simply click Add Tags. And here you can see a tag has appeared. Now I'm going to go through and do the exact same for process of glaciation. Finally, let's take a look at how we can now analyze this quiz. I'm going to click here, Collate by Tag, instead of Show All. Takes a moment to do. Here we are, simple right answers and wrong answers for glaciation feature identification versus process of glaciation. And you can see in fact 76%, 76%, exactly the same. So this is a nice well-balanced quiz with the two different types of question being very much on the same level. which is excellent authoring. So there's a quick overview of how a 5-minute process can convert a simple grading exercise into a much more powerful conceptual analysis tool.